Guys, welcome to the eve of the new moon in Libra that is going to be coming in tomorrow. This is going to be a very dynamic new moon lunar cycle that we are approaching and that will, like I said, activate tomorrow. And things are really heating up. Tension is building. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today is Tuesday, October 5th. 2021. My name is Aubrey, and this is your astrological outlook for the day. And we are in big time energetics right now, you guys. We are in the very last day of the Virgo lunar cycle. Tomorrow, we are going to be beginning the new moon in Libra cycle, and the energy present tomorrow is really going to be encapsulating the entire cycle, taking us through this next lunar month. And it is going to be big, it is going to be dynamic, it is going to be volatile. It's going to be a big month of change coming up, but we'll talk all about that tomorrow when we actually get into the new moon energetics. But for today, really the energy is all about setting us up for that. We have the moon moving into Libra today, where the new moon will occur at 14 degrees of Libra tomorrow. But with the moon in early Libra today, this is triggering the energy to be really building. And the moon is also going to be aspecting the north and the south node today as well, telling us that as this new moon energy is building, the things that are coming with it are really going to be sort of directly related to both the past and the future, the north node and the south node. And we are coming into some type of an emotional alignment with that today. And I'll talk about that further as I get into the energetics. But some interesting things today, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the dark moon, balsamic moon energy that we're in right now. And also, I want to say that there is a major emphasis on children represented symbolically in the energetics today. And considering that this energy is really building up to the full moon, I'm going to read through the Sabian Symbols today as well and show you guys where this imagery is coming from. And I really think that this next lunar cycle, the new moon in Libra, may have a strong emphasis on children for some reason. And it's just being symbolically indicated. First things first, like I said, we are setting up for this new moon tomorrow. We now have the moon in the sign of Libra today, heading towards mid-Libra where this activation will happen. Like I said, it's at 14 degrees of Libra. So that puts us in the dark of the moon energy today, the balsamic moon phase. And this is energy always that really has to do with releasing what we don't want to grow going forward into the next lunar cycle. New moons are always our seed planting times. It's always, whatever energy is encapsulated with the new moon is what grows and flourishes and comes into being throughout the course of that cycle. And so, with the balsamic, with the dark of the moon, this really is the time where we are letting go of the things that we don't want to plant, taking us into this next cycle. And we are also needing to align with and get our intentions right and our mindset right in terms of the things that we do want to plant and grow during this next cycle, setting our intentions and aligning with those and the things that we want to see flourish and grow in our lives over the course of this next lunar cycle. That is how we work with the moon phases to manifest and to create the things that we want in our lives. That's the best way to work with the lunar energies is on a new moon. That's when we set our intentions. That's when we plant our seeds for what we want to grow over the course of that cycle. So this is the time to be doing that. There is a lot of potential to turn dreams into reality this cycle, but we must be prepared also for a bumpy path, a bumpy road ahead in getting there. There is just going to be a lot of turbulence generally that comes up this cycle because of the aspects present and a huge air of unpredictability as well. A lot of upheavals, shakeups, and also like a sense of destruction, possibly things really needing to fall away in terms of former mindsets, also specifically relationships, partners, and financial situations or circumstances that need to be removed in order so that we can open up to walking down this new path that is really aligning us with the deepest desires of our heart and our authenticity and what we need to do to make these dreams that we've been working with lately, bringing into grounding into reality, what we need to do to continue that process of helping them to unfold. And of course, this new moon cycle is part of that, because new moons are when we set our plans, set our intentions, set our goals for what we want to grow over the course of the cycle. So, it's probably going to be a bit of a stormy season, but that doesn't mean that what we want to take root can't come into full fruition. We just need to tend it, nurture it, defend it, and protect it a little, a little harder this lunar cycle. We're sort of up against some things, but in the same sense, on the flip side of that coin, these things that we're up against are also things that we need to face, and in a lot of times they just need to fall into a different alignment so that we can go on this path of pursuing and manifesting our hopes, our wishes, our dreams, and what's truly in alignment with our heart and our soul. But I want to go back for a minute today. And again, like I said, I want to talk about the Sabian symbols really quick, because there is so much imagery and symbolism about children coming up today that I just want to read you guys these symbols. And I definitely want to say that I think that we could be definitely seeing themes of things regarding children in some way going into this next cycle. Now, we have the sun today at 13 degrees of Libra. And hold on, before I get into this, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. And for those of you who are unaware of what the Sabian symbols are, they're a group of symbols that describe each and every one of the 360 degrees of the zodiac. Whenever a planet is at a specific degree, making an aspect, we can look to the Sabian symbol, read the symbol, interpret the imagery, and it gives us a better idea of why this transit, why this aspect is occurring in the context of all of the other aspects that are occurring in this cosmic, unfolding, constantly blueprint drama story that's carrying us through time and space. So I always look to the Sabian symbols because they help me to interpret and analyze and understand the purpose behind these aspects better, so I can get a better overall context. So I always like to look at the Sabian symbols. And again, that's where I'm pulling this imagery from, the symbolism from, that is telling me that we may see themes regarding children going into this this next lunar cycle in Libra. So again, we have the sun at 13 degrees of Libra today, 1 degree off from Mars, 1 degree off from where this new moon is going to occur at the Sabian symbol, children blowing soap bubbles. We also have Mercury today at 22 degrees of Libra. Mercury has retrograded back to 22 degrees of Libra, and that degree is a child giving birds a drink at a fountain. Bird symbolism and imagery has also been very present in the Sabian symbols lately. So that's an interesting one. We also have Venus today at 29 degrees of Scorpio, and this Sabian symbol is an Indian woman pleading to the chief for the lives of her children. We also have Saturn right now at 7 degrees of Aquarius. A child is seen being born from an eggshell. And then we have Uranus, who just recently retrograded back to 14 degrees of Taurus at shellfish groping and children playing at the seashore. So there are 5 references to children today in the Sabian symbols. We have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Uranus, all specifically referencing a child or children in their symbolism. And that's 5. And 5 is also the number of dynamic change. And so, as this energy builds on the eve of this new moon cycle in Libra that's going to be starting tomorrow, it's just indicating that there may be some changes happening this cycle that have major themes of children, or protecting children, or defending children, or allowing children to be more carefree and to just be able to embrace their childhood or the inner child, something like that being relevant over the course of this next month in a big way. And let's see, what else do I have for today? We, again, coming back off the Sabian symbols now, coming back to talking about where we're at right now, just this building tension up to the new moon tomorrow. There is, in terms, like I said, I was describing this a little bit earlier, we are in this energy right now of really being able to intend and to wish and to dream and to align with what we really want to experience in our lives going forward. And we are in an energy that is helping to support that. But we have to keep in mind this cycle, we may need to fight to stay on our new path and defend our deep values. And that, I'll talk more about this with the new moon tomorrow, but with Mars and the sun together in a conjunction with this new moon, there is just this definite theme of needing to fight to defend something that we're working on, this new path ahead that we're walking towards in alignment with our truth and our values and our authenticity. And this whole new moon cycle also, there is just this really like strong theme of things happening to align us with what we truly deeply value. And this is because, the new moon is happening in the sign of Libra. We have so much energy going on in Libra right now. And we also have Uranus, who's going to be an exact quincunx to this new moon tomorrow, which Mars is setting up that aspect today. And so we have, and that's in Uranus is in Taurus. And so we have Libra and Taurus both being emphasized by this new moon. And Venus is the ruler of both of those signs. And Venus will be at the last degree of Scorpio for this new moon, really, really talking about the full spectrum of what we really, truly desire on like the deepest levels of our heart. That is what everything is pushing towards this cycle. So today on Tuesday, we just have so much building energy in Libra, right? And like I said earlier, the moon enters Libra today as well, setting us up for the new moon. And the moon, I mentioned this at the beginning, is also going to be making a trine to the north node today and a sextile to the south node. So this is aligning us emotionally today with the direction our soul wants to take going forward. And it's also helping us to emotionally let go of and release. And this is mainly going to be in terms of beliefs, things standing in our way from moving in this new direction, down this new path. So today, as this energy is building, as we're moving into this brand new lunar cycle, the moon is going to be aspecting in the trine, the north and south node. Again, when trines are activated, this is sort of things falling into place. So it's sort of like we're just sort of feeling today ready to let things go and to embrace the path that we're moving towards on an emotional and internal and a feeling level. There's not like resistance to these changes today. They're sort of just falling into place. And universe is carrying us along in that direction, and we're not really like fighting it. We're sort of more surrendering to the emotional alignment with the direction that we need to take at this point in time. In terms of aspects today, there are two minor aspects in effect aside from what is going on with the moon and aside from the sun in a conjunction to Mars. That is like about the most major aspect that you can get. But we also have Mercury retrograde today at 22 degrees of Libra, forming an exact quincunx to Neptune retrograde at 22 degrees of Pisces. And so with this energy, it's like we're not buying into the fantasy or the illusion today. This energy is actually, it does not support minds easily swayed by imagery or illusion. Like it really debilitates like hypnosis and like things like that. So with this energy in effect, it's like we're really not buying into any type of like facade or illusion or false pretenses presented or projected to us today. So there may be, this may be like a more mentally irritating aspect, but we're also sort of seeing through illusion today with this, and we're not really falling for things that are being presented to us in a way that might try to misconstrue reality in some type of a way with this aspect today. Building into this new moon again, this is probably a positive, and we are in this like insane secrets revealed, revelations, seeing behind the curtain energy right now, especially pertaining to things that have gone on in the past and reevaluating and gaining new information and changing our perceptions about things with Mercury retrograde. And so this energetic is in effect today as well, kind of sort of, removing the rose from our colored glasses a little bit today with this Mercury aspect. And again, we also have Mars today moving to 14 degrees of Libra, setting up at the degree of the new moon tomorrow. Mars will be at 14 degrees of Libra when the sun and the moon come to meet Mars at that degree tomorrow. So Mars is leading the way and triggering this energy, setting this up now. And that is making him come into the exact quincunx with Uranus at 14 degrees of Taurus. Again, both Venus's signs. trines Libra and Taurus, where this aspect, even though it's a minor aspect, it's still big planets involved. And so, it's adding a level of intensity to it again. And this aspect, Uranus at 14 Taurus and Mars with the sun and the moon tomorrow at 14 degrees of Libra, this is like bringing an even greater level of that like dynamism and combustion and unpredictability that is extremely intense right now anyways, but it's even sort of bringing it up another notch because it's Uranus, and Uranus rules like impulses and things happening lightning speed, shocks and surprises, things coming out of the blue, but it's always for the purpose of writing things. So, with Uranus making this aspect, even though it's the quincunx, it's still sort of telling us that what goes on in this cycle, no matter how much combustion it might include, is ultimately going to be for the purpose of realigning things for us in a better, more conducive way that supports our truth and our authenticity and our ability to really like come home to ourselves and begin recreating our lives from that place. And we will be most supported by universe going through that process when we're doing it this way. And this month is going to be doing that. It's probably not going to be comfortable. Like I said, it's probably going to be a very uncomfortable, unpredictable, difficult ride, but it's ultimately bringing us in the right direction to the right place. Yeah, so Mars, first of all, Mars and the sun together, that is unpredictability. That is, we don't know what's really going to happen. And then when you add Uranus in there, it really takes it up another notch, very unpredictable, sudden changes. And again, this is most likely to apply to all of the Venus themes, relationships, partnerships, finances, money, like stability, safety, comfort, resources, supply chains, economies, financial markets, like the things that we have in our life that make us feel safe and secure and comfortable. And, again, these are in relation to like physical, tangible, material comforts and things, also the pleasures that we enjoy, and also the relationships and the partnerships in the financial situations through which we also get that sense of stability, safety, security, and comfort. All of these things are likely to experience some explosive occurrences happening over the course of this cycle, but it is for the purpose of Venus doing for Venus in Scorpio. Remember, Libra, where the sun, Mercury too, Mars, and the moon are now and will be tomorrow for this new moon, is ruled by Libra. And Uranus, making this aspect to the new moon, to Mars right now in Taurus, is also ruled by Libra. So what is going on with Venus is also ruled by Venus. So what is going on with Venus is really telling us everything that we need to know about what this is pushing us towards. And with Venus at the very end of Scorpio right now, this is talking about aligning things with our deepest desires. Venus in Scorpio, our deepest desires, the deepest desires that reside in like the deepest recesses of our heart and of our soul. This is what this month is pushing us towards. And things may need to be destroyed in the process of getting us there. Things may really need to be shaken up or, removed from our life in some type of a way, but it is for the purpose of helping us to really come back to our own authentic personal truth and our deepest values too. Really, truly what we value on a very fundamental, deep heart level. That is what we are being realigned with, even if it doesn't seem like it at the time, but that's what this cycle is pushing towards. And again, there is this reference with children. Today, leading up to this energetic, Venus is at 29 Scorpio, an Indian woman pleading to the chief for the lives of her children, protecting children, defending children. Definitely, I feel like might be themes coming up with this month this lunar cycle just because of the symbolism in effect. And not only that, we also have this new moon in an opposition to Chiron, and Chiron rules early childhood wounding and children. Mars also rules youth and younger generations. So there could very well be a prominent theme this cycle regarding the youth, children, the younger generations, and really a need to defend them or protect them or stand up for them or acknowledge the necessity of the childhood experience in some way or another. Let's see. Yeah, we're talking about aligning things with our deepest heart's desires. Uranus rectifies things, and Mars is what we fight for. So this is what we are dealing with in the energetics, building up to this big, huge, powerful, explosive new moon that we have going on tomorrow in Libra. And it's just, there's nothing more I can say about it, because it's going to be like, we are just likely to experience some very unpredictable things happening and some very, heated, contentious situations that could definitely be having an impact on our comfort and security levels and also on our relationships and finances. But again, it's because there needs to be this breakdown so that things can come back into a proper alignment. Now let's talk about the tarot for the day. I, as always, asked God and universe, spirit, to give me some cards to clarify the collective energy where we're at right now as we're moving into this new moon cycle. It was actually a very interesting message that came out for today. I got 2 cards that came out of the deck up front. They were the 2 of Cups, beautiful energy, and they were the 9 of Cups, beautiful energy. This is like sacred unions. This is like true love and fulfillment. This is the wish card. This is hopes, wishes, and dreams fulfilled. This is absolutely beautiful energy. But when I look at the back of the deck, what did we have there? We had the devil. And this is telling me that this cycle, where we're at right now, on the eve, as energy is building towards the new moon, this new cycle is talking about breaking the chains that bind us to the negative cycles of the past, to the cycles and the patterns that have kept us in self-sabotaging and perpetuating circumstances and experiences, attracting the same things over and over that are keeping us out of our truth, keeping us out of our genuine, authentic heart space, our personal, authentic, creative self-expression, our, the true, authentic nature of what we have inside of us and what we need to be free and liberated and happy. We are moving into a cycle that is going to be breaking these chains, and that is, we really have the choice, actually. Are we going to break these patterns, break these cycles, break these negative circumstances so that we can go down the path to true love and fulfillment and all of our wishes coming true? Because that is what is on the other side. That is what happens when we stand down the devil, when we break away from the things that have been binding us to the experiences that have been sabotaging us and keeping us in a state of powerlessness to whatever we're giving our power away to, that keeps us from the true love and fulfillment and the wishes coming true. So universe wants to do these things for us this cycle. This is about breaking the chains that bind us to the negative cycles of the past, the love, wishes granted, and ultimate fulfillment meant for us when we break the chains. This is what we are doing this new moon cycle, and that is very clear. We have got to break out and break away and break free from the things that keep us out of alignment with the truth of our heart that allows us to attract unconditional love and fulfillment, and the things that bring us our true hopes and wishes and dreams. Wish card. we can rectify that, and we are rectifying that, and we are doing it through the power of Mars in combination with the sun, in combination with the moon, in aspect to Uranus, and all of these Pluto aspects that have been going on right now. This is what we're doing. This is the trajectory that we're on. And this month, it seems like we are really going to be facing down the devil, or the negative thought patterns, the subconscious thought patterns that keep us in negative, self-sabotaging, perpetuating cycles of relationships and experiences, so that we can go down that path to wishes fulfilled, dreams into reality, aligning with what can really truly bring us the ultimate level of fulfillment. So I feel like that is a pretty clear and specific message from Spirit about the nature of what we have, the road ahead, what the collective is dealing with as we are entering into this very powerful new moon period. The spiritual warrior is giving us the power to face down the devil. And when we do that, it is going to lead us to the path of true love, true fulfillment, and wishes granted. So I am going to pull a synchronicity card now for all of us for the day. This is your message from God and Spirit that we all need to hear right now whenever you're watching this, and this is just some guidance that can benefit us in this moment. So let's see what we got. You can't make it up. Forget the past. Eve of the new moon in Libra cycle, where we are facing down the devil to align with our true love, fulfillment, and dreams. We need to forget the past, and that's exactly what this is about, and that is exactly what is going on today as well, with the moon making the trine to the north node, helping us to align with the way forward, and the sextile to the south node, helping us to release things in the past that no longer serve us. This card says, remember yet not the former things. Isaiah 43:18, we walk in love. Ephesians 5:2. Strive for goodwill to all men, exhibit good spirit, and salute God in all those you meet. Forget the past is dead. Nothing matters but this moment. Change your present thought and keep them changed, and you will change your destiny. Change your present thought and keep them changed, and you will change your destiny. That is exactly what the tarot cards say today. That is exactly what the energy is telling us as we are headed into this new lunar cycle. And that is the message from God and Spirit for us today as well. So everything fits together, you guys. We are on the brink of a very transitional period. We are breaking cycles with all of this spiritual warrior Mars energy right now. And we are letting go of the things that have been keeping us out of alignment with moving down the path that will bring us truly our love, our fulfillment, and help us come into our own self-mastery and self-empowerment so that we can truly live a life aligned with the destiny that universe and God have given to us. So that is my video for today, you guys. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Please share it with your friends. The more the merrier, and I would love to get this information out to as many people as possible. Leave me comments. I love you guys' comments. And if you want to get a hold of me, I have an email, aubreystarsastrology@gmail.com. I also have a Facebook page and a Facebook group in my description box if you guys are into that type of stuff. And come back with me tomorrow, you guys. The new moon in Libra conjunct Mars opposite Chiron, quincunx Uranus. Very big energetic day, and I'm going to talk all about it. See you guys then. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.